Hey guys, welcome to another special episode. Today is a very exciting day because we get to open a package of southern black knob map turtles. I got these guys on Kingsnake. It's a classifieds forum online for basically every type of reptile you could imagine. And if you're looking for turtles or other reptiles that are a little bit more rare and hard to find, I would definitely recommend going and checking out Kingsnake. They've got a lot of great listings on there. A lot of them come directly from the breeders, and you can get some really good reptiles that are otherwise pretty hard to find. So, I originally ordered 3 pairs of sub-adult southern black knob map turtles. They are the more rare subspecies. There's a northern black knob map turtle that is a little bit more common, but I had 3 pairs on order, and they got shipped next day air, FedEx. And actually what happened was one of them was misplaced or stolen from the farm or the hatchery, and the people there were really nice. They gave me a call, they gave me a refund immediately, and so what is in here was supposed to be 3 pairs, but instead what it is 3 females and 2 males. So I already have 4 southern black knob map turtles that I got last year at the Hamburg Reptile Show. So now I have 5 more to add to my breeding group, and it's nicely insulated here with styrofoam. And then what you see here are bags, and this is pretty common for larger reptiles. For smaller reptiles, sometimes you see them come in deli cups, but for larger reptiles, the best thing to do is to put them in a bag, you know, something that they can breathe in, but something where they can't really move around a whole lot. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can open these guys up, and we will see what they look like. So first one up here, the package here is labeled as a male. So we'll go ahead and open him up and see what he looks like. Again, they were shipped next day air, so they've been in here for less than a day. You can see he's got a little bit of paper towel on him, but there you go. We've got the tail here. He is indeed a male. Get a little bit of shedding that needs to happen down here on the bottom of his shell, but otherwise he's in pretty good shape. You can see the black knobs here along the ridge of his back, and he looks great. So I'm going to put him in to the 300-gallon stock tank, and we will continue on. This one here is listed as another male. I'll go ahead and untangle this and see if we can open this one as well. Really well packed here. I like these little baggies. So this one is listed as another male, and we'll see if we can grab him and pull him out. Here we go. You'll notice the southern black knob map turtles have a pattern on the bottom of the shell, whereas the northerns, it's completely yellow. So that's a good way to tell one subspecies from the other. Again, this guy needs a little bit of shedding, but otherwise he's in pretty good shape. So we'll put him in as well, and we will continue on. This one says it's a female, so we'll go ahead and loosen this up and see what we've got. Again, the females get a little bit larger than the males. I believe these are all the same age, but as you can see, the female is a little bit larger than the male. It's interesting that her shell is a little bit more rounded, domed, Maybe that's so that she has space for eggs. But as you can see here, her tail is very small compared to the males. So that is indeed a female. And we'll put her in. Alright. Up next is another female. We've got 2 females left in the box. Alright, here's the next one. This one looks like she's a little bit smaller than the one before it. It looks like she does have a little bit of a split scute here. They should be typically attached like this, but no big deal there. Again, it needs to do a little bit of shedding, it would look like, and yeah, a little bit on the bottom too here. So hopefully that clears up. I'll have to keep an eye on this. Sometimes this redness you need to keep an eye on. Sometimes they just need to do a little bit more basking, but otherwise looks like she's in pretty good spirits. So we'll put her in. And then the last one here is on the bottom of this poor box of turtles pig pile. This one's the last female in the group. And let's see if we can pull her out. Alright, and this one's about the same size as the first female, a little bit larger. Now, I would like to note that it looks like she did get beat up a little bit in the box. It's probably because all the turtles were just piled on top of one another instead of separated individually. So I'm going to put her in this stock tank. This is almost 100% new water. I did a very large water change yesterday, so there shouldn't be a whole lot of microbial growth in the water. So I'm hoping that these wounds are going to close up on their own, but I will monitor her throughout the day to check on that, and I might need to dry dock her for a couple days and treat those wounds with iodine or something else to make sure that those close up and that she's okay. It does look like she's got a little sore on her foot as well. She is definitely a female with the small tail there, but and again, a couple little scrapes and discoloration on the bottom of the shell, but hopefully we can clean that all up. And again, she's got a little bit of a shedding problem here. So it looks like this entire group showed up alive, in pretty good shape, but definitely some monitoring and a few little health concerns that I'm going to have to look at here over the next couple days to make sure that they stay in good spirits and in good health. So that's the box itself. Let me pick up this camera from the tripod real quick, and we'll see if we can take a look in this stock tank real quick to see where they're hanging out. See, we've got the giant common pleco right there, hiding underneath the filter. Here's one, hanging out there on the bottom, looking for some driftwood to hide under, I'm sure. Here's a couple more, hanging out here in the fake plants. Always a nice thing to add floating plants, fake plants, to a turtle tank. That way a turtle, especially if it's a little weak from travel, can grab onto those and still reach the surface to breathe without much trouble. And we've got another one over here, hiding out a little bit lower, and another one that's just starting to scurry away over here. So all in all, it looks like they're in pretty good shape, and they've taken to the stock tank relatively quickly. I will leave them alone so that they can adjust to their new environment, and I will come back later and see if they're hungry. Alright guys, that's the unboxing. of the 5 subadult black knob map turtles, southern map turtles, delticolas as they're called, and this is their new home. So hopefully they enjoy it. Hopefully they can recuperate from their travel a little bit, and hopefully they love this stock tank. It's certainly a paradise, and it's plenty large enough for all 5 of them. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, and here we are back in the fish room a couple hours later to check on the turtles. You can see one hanging out right there. They're all doing good. They're mostly hiding, which is to be expected. The map turtles are a pretty secretive species. They love to hang out on the bottom and basically walk around on the bottom of the aquarium. They don't do a whole lot of swimming. They actually like to climb up to the surface rather than swim a lot of the time. At least that's what I've noticed. And so it's kind of a peculiar behavior, but they seem to be doing well. Here's one hiding right here. So as you see, there's plenty of spaces for them to cling on to with all of these floating plants. And I did toss these pieces of plastic mesh in, especially over by the high flow area, in case they felt like they were getting tossed around a little too much. They could climb onto that and climb their way all the way to the surface of the water. But they are a very strong swimming species, and they do like to swim. I've just noticed that they like to hang out on the bottom a little bit more. So I just wanted to give them as many options as possible to hang out near the surface of the water and climb up and catch a breath of air whenever they need to. Actually, when I came down here, a lot of them were hanging out right here on the milk crate, which is a few inches underwater, so they're able to sort of hang out in the shallows. But all of them appear to be doing well. Again, one of them had a couple of rough patches on its front legs, and I will be pulling that turtle out and inspecting it tonight and the next couple of days, just to make sure that it's okay. If it shows signs of getting worse, I will certainly treat it with iodine or whatever else I need to treat it with in order for it to make a speedy recovery. And yeah, so that's the unboxing, and those are the new map turtles. I'm pretty excited about it. If you watched my previous video, you know I still need to move these lights. I just moved this stock tank yesterday, and it was a big ordeal, and I still do need to move these lights over. So what I'll probably end up doing is finding a way to raise this up a little bit and then lower this a little bit so that the basking platform is a little bit closer to the light, or the light is a little bit closer to the basking platform, to make sure that the temperatures are up high enough there. I will be designing an internal nesting box inside the stock tank in a future video, so that should be exciting. But for now, these guys are doing pretty good. And if you're wondering what happened to the hatchlings, again, they are hanging out over here in the new Waterland tub. I very quickly showed this tub last night, but the lights were out, so you guys didn't get a very good view of it. But here it is. I've got my bulkhead drilled into the side here, and what I did was I made sure that the water level there for the bulkhead was right around the top lip of the water to land area, and that has basically allowed this water level to stay perfect. My water is getting pumped in here with a small water pump, and then I might actually add an air stone in here to get some more circulation in here. and then it exits here with that screen filter. And you'll see my hatchlings, yearlings are in here. They are very good at hiding under these pieces of driftwood. And the next step that I have to do over here is to install a ceramic heat emitter. I actually have it sitting right here. I have to install that over 1/2 of this land area so that the land area stays warm even at nighttime. If someone wants to crawl out there during the night, they'll have a nice warm spot. Even though these turtles spend 99% of their time in the water, it's always a good idea to give them a warm place to crawl out if they need to. And then on order from Ken's Fish, I have another deep dome light fixture, and I've got a Power Sun bulb. It's a mercury vapor bulb, and I'm going to position it right over here so that it shines on this piece of wood, which is coming out of the water, and I'll use that as a basking platform. You may notice that there is quite a bit of stuff in the water, both floating on the top and on the bottom. And what happened was I set this up and turned it on and walked away, and what happened is I think the turtles climbed in here and then climbed out, and this water level was just a little too close to the edge here, and some of that peat moss decided to get into the water column here, and it made a little bit of a mess. So what I did to adjust that was I just threw another piece of foam here, which raised the whole thing up about 1 inch, which allowed this drain line to sit a little bit more comfortably on the lip of the 300-gallon stock tank, which in turn lowered the water level in this by just a little bit, just enough to give 1 inch of space here so that that doesn't happen again. So for another day or two, this will probably be a little murky, but I'll do my best when I do a water change to siphon it all up and to net it all up, and then it will be no more. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you enjoyed that unboxing. We are now up to 9 black knob map turtles in the fish room, in the turtle room. I know I've got a lot of fans that are turtle people, so this video is for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. More updates to come on this setup. Definitely a work in progress, but we've got some new inhabitants down here, and I'm pretty excited. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.